If you have not seen my Instagram story or my TikTok stories or any of the posts that I've made regarding me being pregnant, here is a, I guess, video in a way on me telling you guys how I found out that I was pregnant. And it's so weird to say. I mean, it's not so weird to say that I'm pregnant. Just hearing those words, I'm pregnant, coming out of my own mouth is like a shocker to me. Here's kind of why. Where did I begin? Today, I found out that I am 5 weeks and 3 days pregnant. I know, I'm a little over a month pregnant. How? Well, let's get into it. So, I was hanging out with my sister this week. I think it was a Wednesday. My sister asked if I wanted to take down her hair for her, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it for you. I ended up spending the night at my sister's house. We were just like chit-chatting for a little bit. I asked her, I was like, did you get your menstrual? She's like, yeah, I already got it. It passed. I'm thinking, because like I haven't gotten it, I was kind of curious. I was like, why I'm not getting my, my period? It is the month of May. I remember last time, my last menstrual, I got it April 12th. Okay, so if I got my menstrual April 12th, it's been nearly 2 weeks since April 12th. Something's not adding up. I told my sister, I was like, well, let's head to, Walgreens to get something to eat, and then I can get like a pregnancy test. Ended up going to Walgreens, grabbed a pregnancy test, took the pregnancy test in the Walgreens bathroom. I cannot shake this feeling off of me. When I got the pregnancy test, I ended up wanting to go to the bathroom immediately. My body was like, yeah, we gotta take this test to see what is going on. I took the test right away in the Walgreens bathroom. God, the worst thing I ever did. And I was waiting for it, and I closed my eyes, and I saw like this little vision in my head. 2 lines are gonna show up on this pregnancy test. And I just like didn't think anything of it. Mind you, I was doing a little bit of a 420 with my sister, already like high in the clouds. I remember picking up the pregnancy stick, and I saw this big pink line. One big pink line. I was like, okay, where's the second line? And then I started seeing the second line come, but it was very faint. I was literally in that Walgreens bathroom, like shaking and trembling that this is not happening. I'm just like, I'm being in denial. This is not happening. I'm not having a baby. I'm not pregnant. I immediately ran to the car with my sister, and I was like, sis, can you check this pregnancy stick for me? Like, girl, check it. She was like, it looked like I got 2 lines. I'm like, I literally was just like, no, I can't. I was hyperventilating the entire time, the entire car ride. There was just so much going on in my mind. I was like so in denial about being pregnant. One pregnancy test, maybe it's false, it doesn't matter. It's false. I know it's false. So I took it again because I had a second pregnancy test. And this one actually said the word pregnant. Took it again, I waited. I was like, not pregnant, not pregnant. Legitimately manifesting, praying to God. I was like, I do not want to be pregnant. It's not the time. I'm not ready. Please, God, let this not be a positive. And it said pregnant. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant. It didn't hit me. I didn't feel the effect of being pregnant. I felt the effect of, how the heck did I get pregnant? And when did this happen? And what the heck is going to happen in the future? My mind was racing so hard to the point where I was like crying. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not ready to be a mom. I just turned 24. There's just so much that I want to do for my life. Having a baby right now is just not the time, not the place, not the energy. My sister was like, I'll support you in whatever you're going to do, because like at the end of the day, it's your decision. I didn't know how to tell my fiance. I didn't know how to tell him that I was pregnant, because I was like, this man get me pregnant and then lie about it and then not say anything to me, and I'm just clueless. Like, this whole pregnancy was like very unexpected and such a surprise, a shocker, racing through my mind of like, how did this happen? Where in this time was I able to conceive a child? So I was like, all right, you know what? I might as well just take a blood test. If the blood test says there's a positive, then that realization of me being pregnant is going to kick in. I ended up going to like a medical clinic, asked them to draw my blood, and you'll get your results within a day. And I remember coming back home, basically going to Walgreens and buying another pregnancy test, because I was still in denial about being pregnant. I was like, maybe this third time, it's going to say negative. Third time's a charm, right? Third time is the charm. Go to Walgreens, a different Walgreens. Ended up buying another 2-pack pregnancy test. Ended up using the Walgreens bathroom again, just to make sure. I was like, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not. And I'm over here like, la 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 la, lee, I'm not pregnant, manifesting no pregnancies. I saw that third and final stick. It said pregnant. I was like, oh. oh, reality hit me and it was like, you are pregnant. I was like, okay, so if I'm pregnant, I need to see how far along I am to determine like when did this happen and how did this happen. Trying to be more aware of the situation, trying to control it. Today, I ended up going to an ultrasound. Before I got the ultrasound, I did get my blood test results back. It basically said my HCG levels, which is your hormonal levels. There was like this big square box that was green with a number 3,746. Looking at my levels, based on the picture that I've gotten, it kind of told me how far along was I when it came to the levels that I had. Okay, so this really isn't clear or concise for me. I ended up going to the Planned Parenthood clinic that did ultrasounds. She did like the ones where you like inserted in the hoo-ha. She goes in, I'm like, oh, shocker. She's like, oh, it's just a little dot. I was like, can you tell about the conceived date or something or whatever? Basically asking her, how far along am I? She's like, you're 5 weeks and 3 days pregnant. I was like, huh? What? Whom? 5 weeks and 3 days pregnant? 5 weeks, 3 days pregnant. That really sunk into me. I have been pregnant without even knowing. Your girl was over here having the time of her life, living my life with my partner, not expecting that I was pregnant. I ended up telling like my close family, my close friends and all that before I told my fiance. Ended up telling him and he was like, you're lying. I'm like, no, I wish I was, but I'm 5 weeks and 3 days pregnant. It hasn't registered to his brain yet. It finally sunk into mine. And I think for my fiance, he's at this point where it's his first child. It's both of our first child. We both did not expect this. For me to be 5 weeks and 3 days old was just like, okay, how the heck did this happen in this span of 5 weeks? It was crazy because I believe I was foreshadowing my future. I remember that I posted on my fiance's little Instagram account that I have set up for him and like doing cooking videos. It was April Fool's. There's this picture of him holding my belly. That was so cute. I thought that maybe we might do a little prank about it, saying that like, oh, hashtag we're pregnant, for an April Fool's joke. Well, I thought the joke was gonna be on them. It's on me. I basically foreshadowed my entire pregnancy. I don't know how. I just know that it happened. By no means am I saying that I do not want to have a kid. And my mom was telling me this because she's my biggest support system. She was basically saying like this, this baby coming at an unexpected time is like a blessing in disguise. This baby will change the way you live your life. And I could not agree with my mom even more. I know that this child is going to really change my entire perspective to be a better mom. Growing up, I didn't have a great childhood. I really didn't. I went through a lot of trauma in my life as a kid, and I'm still recovering from childhood traumas, but still I vowed to God and to myself that I'm going to be the best mother that I can be for my children. Although I wanted to have kids when I am financially stable, when I'm mentally stable, have a good life where I'm able to provide for my child, this was a very unexpected turns of events, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to halt my life and not make my life better for my baby. I was contemplating on going the other route, but if I did, I know I would regret it in the end by not even trying to see if it's going to work. Everybody has different experiences when it comes to pregnancy. I know it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same. And I realize and recognize that it's not going to be about me anymore. It's going to be about this little pumpkin right here. I am the best mother for my child. I know in my heart that she or he will live a life of abundance and love. From now on, I will be filming most of the pregnancy journey all over on my YouTube channel. And so this journey is just going to be my pregnancy. This is Pumpkin over here. If you all want to follow along on this journey with us, you can go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm pregnant.